think we are live. Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since we have done a live stream, but welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here. If this is your first time here visiting this channel or you come back frequently, please check and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and click the bell. We went through some of my analytics while hanging out with my siblings this past week, and we noticed that a lot of people were watching each week, but they weren't subscribed. So if that is you, please make sure that you are also subscribed. Today, doing a live stream, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Outschool pay structure. A lot of people, oh, hello from the Bahamas. I will get to all of your questions, comments, everything. Casey's also here in the chat to answer any questions too. But I'm going to talk about Outschool's pay structure. I've got a bunch of questions that you guys left for me on Instagram just about different ways to do your classes, and I want to make sure I answer everyone's questions. There's nothing left on the table, at least from my experience. I'm still only in month 2. I'm finishing week number 7. But a lot of people have been asking me, Kristen, how is Outschool's pay structure? I notice you're not getting one big paycheck the next month, and that is correct. Outschool is completely different when it comes to their pay scale, their structure, when they pay people, and depending on the kind of class you teach, that will determine when you get paid. Also, while we're talking about this, if you have any additional questions, you can ask Casey or I in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for future videos on this channel, let me know. I know life has kind of taken a big turn in the last 12 days. And I just want to make sure that if there's something you guys want to see, and I'm sitting in my house waiting for permission to drive a car again, just from a doctor's note, of course, I want to just be here answering your questions. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. Welcome to the live stream. Here we go, Outschool's pay structure. Unlike VIPKID, you are paid as early as 7 days as the time you finish each class. You are paid for each class individually, which means, for example, I'll use my schedule. I teach 16 classes a week. So I teach 4 classes on Monday, 4 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, 4 on Thursday. Half of those classes are something called one-time. Let's say I teach 2 one-time classes on Monday. The following Monday, I will see payment for the first one-time class and the second one-time class. Separate payments on the same day in my PayPal. So, hypothetically, actually this is not hypothetically, this is a fact. I teach 16 classes, 8 of them are one-time classes. They're not like evenly dispersed. I don't do 2 every single day. I wasn't that type A. But every time a week has gone by since the time I finished a class, I will see that money in my PayPal. So we'll use easy math. I'll see 2 on Monday if I taught that previous Monday, 2 on Wednesday if I taught that previous Wednesday. Just short and sweet. If you teach a one-time class, you are paid 7 days after that class completes. That is the simple way. If someone comes to me and says, I'm new to Outschool, what kind of class should I teach? I always say a one-time class, because you teach that same material every time you offer that class. It also helps you build your confidence, see what kind of, props, models, slides you need in the class. You can also ask parents or learners what they liked about that class, what they would like to see different, or my favorite thing to ask them, what kind of class would you like to see on Outschool? I asked that in my very first class, and I made 6 different classes based off of my learners' recommendations. I did, side note, ask that after we had finished the class. Like, we had finished at 25 after, and I kept them until 30 after. So those last 5 minutes were not part of the paid curriculum. It was just, let me know what you guys think. The other kind of class that I currently teach, and I can talk about the pay structure of, is ongoing classes. So let's say I'm teaching music composition, and we meet every Monday at noon. Every Monday we meet. I'm not going to see payment for the first Monday. This is Monday. This is the following Monday. And then this is the following Sunday, like almost 2 weeks past. You are paid for ongoing classes it's almost 2 weeks, but it's every second Sunday. So if I teach an ongoing class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I've got 4 ongoing classes happening. I'm not paid the first Sunday after I finish. I'm paid the second Sunday after. It honestly helps when you have a calendar. And I talk about this in the video that went live yesterday. I will try to put it in the chat maybe I can have Casey help me with this. I talk about how I use Google Calendar. Google Calendar helps me know, you're getting paid around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for these classes, and I just actually list the week. So if I can pull up a calendar now, I can give you a quick example calendar. This coming Sunday will be July 26th. I'm going to get paid for classes that happen between July 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. So just under 2 weeks in advance. So 13th through the 17th, that Monday through Friday time, 2 Sundays after is this Sunday, the 26th. If it is at all confusing, and trust me, it is, I was so used to just, oh, it's fine. I'll just see it all like I do my VIPKID classes. It doesn't work like that, sadly. I wish it did. But depending on the kind of class you teach, you will get your payment. And it does all work out. And when you get your PayPal statements, it will say you are being paid for music composition and theory that took place on this date with this many learners at this time. Also I'm going to put this video here. I just put it in the chat, and I'm going to put it in the comment section as well, so if people come back. This is the video I'm referencing. If anybody here follows teacher Lauren on Instagram, you know I did a big shout out to her in yesterday's video, which is now in the chat and in the description box and the comments. She made this wonderful free guide that talks about, it's a chart, not talks about, it's just a chart that helps you keep track of your classes. So again, I teach 16 a week. That's a lot to keep track of. I have to know, okay, I have 4 classes. I've got 4 learners, 5, 10, and 12. I have to know the time I taught it, the date I taught it, and how many learners I had. Her chart makes this so easy. And when I get paid, whether it be a week after or 2 Sundays after, there's a little checkbox. I can check, hey, I saw that money in my PayPal, check. Or something's missing, I need to go back and check to see if that payment went through. It is honest to goodness what I have been using to keep on track, know what's happening, and just keep on top of my payments. Because this, at the end of the day, yes, I want what's best for my kids, but this is a business. You are teaching, excuse me, I'm looking for something. We are teaching, obviously, and we're doing this as a business. We need to know that the money that the kids have put forth for their classes is going through to us. Sorry, I'm moving you guys up. There we go. Now, I do have a few questions I received from Instagram, but I will also answer any questions in the chat, and I know Casey is getting to them as well. Casey, you're the best. If you have any questions about that pay structure, it's just if it meets one time, you're paid a week later. If it's an ongoing class, it's the second Sunday after that meeting. All right, somebody asks, I've got like 7 questions. If you have any other ones, let me know. We will answer all of them. Do you have a referral code to get you some money? That is legitimately the first one I have. I have a code, but I'm not a big referral person. I will help someone if they reach out to me with like their video and their application, but I don't have courses. I don't have hiring guides just because it's changing so much. And honestly, I don't feel like I am qualified. I've only been here for 7 weeks. I'm not an expert. I can't answer certain questions somebody may have. So I do have a referral code, but I am not like actively use my code and I'll get you in. Not been there long enough. Anything you do to get enrollment, I'm waiting to get my first learner. Tips, please. To be completely honest, I have never once posted, oh, hi Josh, welcome from Dayton. I'll come by and say hi to all you guys in the chat. I've been really lucky. I have not had to push out any classes. I've not had to advertise anything to get up enrollment. There are times where you guys will send me DMs like, hey, Kristen, I saw your music singing class on an ad on Instagram. I saw it on an ad on Facebook. So no, I have not had to do anything to get up enrollment. I've been really lucky in that. And if you are trying to find ways to revamp your classes, your course offerings, or the way you are, excuse me, it is still morning, the way you are presenting your courses. I don't do big recruiting, but I did make a guide to help you guys. If you want that guide and you haven't yet signed up, the mailing list is down below in the description box. It just shoots out this free guide. It's like 10 pages long. I wrote it with my sister. She helped me out. And it can help you figure out how you should word your titles, things you should offer, different age ranges that work well with the types of skills you're trying to teach. Let's see here. How did you land your first student? I'll be very honest, I was very nervous my first day teaching on Outschool. So nervous, in fact, I taught the same class twice in one day. It was a theater class. I taught it at like 1 p.m. Eastern and 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And I had like one kid in the first class and 3 kids in the second class, and that was it. So I didn't actually land them. I just made one class, put it out there. I put, many different times to see when these kids would want to take this class. For me, I teach music and the arts. I have found through teacher and parent feedback that parents want the fun classes that I offer at the end of the day. So if children have their reading, their math, their science, their STEM, whatever it is, they want those in the beginning of the day when the kids are more focused. My classes are more like, okay, it's the end of the day. Here's something we can do that's fun. And so I work off that. I work off that feedback. So I landed my first learner just through putting a class out there and making it available at multiple times. Teaching.kindness asks, do you go by teacher Kristen with your Outschool learners? Honestly, they just call me Kristen. Some of them call me Miss, some of them call me Ma'am, just depending. Let me know, if you're an Outschool teacher, do you have a specific teacher stage name that you go by, or just let them use your first name? For me, it's just Kristen. It's simple, it's short. I'm not their formal classroom teacher. They're not having to call me Miss or Mrs. So I just go by my first name. Somebody asks, what exactly is a flex class? Do you just post recorded videos and collect things? A flex class is essentially, yes, a recorded class where you never have face-to-face time with your learners. So if I'm going to do advanced music theory and a child doesn't want to meet face-to-face, they want to take it at their own speed, I can make a flex class where they can click on the video and they'll see a video of me, hey guys, we're going to work on music composition and theory with the treble clef, and I show them what we're going to do. They are then responsible to turn in assignments, check in with me via comments. So you don't just make your class, press record, and walk away. You still have to check in with them weekly, and the parents need to know, okay, I'm working with James. He's going to work on piano composition. He's got my flex class with him. We're going to check in every Friday at 3:30. He can turn in his assignments to me. I'm available for questions. It's kind of like having email office hours, but you do not meet face-to-face. The only time they're going to see your face is in a pre-recorded video. Our flex class is a lot of work? Yes. At the end of the day, is Outschool a lot more work than VIPKID? Oh my gosh, yes. It is a lot of work. So if you're someone that's like, I have kids to juggle, I've got different schedules, that's when I still say VIPKID's probably still good for you because the content is already made for you. But if you're teaching a one-time class, like I have a friend who's teaching baking cookies, she has different slides and she uses those same slides every time. She's not having to recreate the material. So it is really just what works with you, and that's the beauty of having different options. All right, next here. What are the basics you need to get started aside from curriculum? Basics, obviously, you need to apply, pass, you need to outline your courses. That goes with curriculum. I recommend having good internet speed. I recommend having either a laptop with a good camera, or you can get a webcam. If you're someone that doesn't want to invest in lighting, that's just not something you want to have to purchase. This right here to my left, that is just my big sunroom window. And if I don't want to get all my lights out, or I'm going to be talking about different things and they're going to have a screen on, a slide presentation, I will just teach in front of my window. This is really nice. I'm going to show you a secret here. This is what you want. Light over there. They don't see the light. This is what you don't want. See how the backlight is not helping me out in any way? So if you're someone that wants to just keep the basics, like just a working computer, just, the camera that comes on it, something short and simple, use what you have to your advantage, and windows definitely help. Do I need 2 cameras to show my face in activity/class itself? That depends. If you are teaching something where you are, for example, if I'm baking cookies and I'm talking to the learners and I want to actually show them what I'm doing, you can either have a camera that you can move, or yes, you can invest in two and you can have it set for, here's me, kneading my dough. Here's me rolling it into the balls and pressing them down and sometimes putting some sea salt on top, especially if you're doing chocolate chip cookies. I do not do cooking videos. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw how I nearly ruined my stove making some chai tea the other day. So until that becomes a big issue, until that becomes a big improvement, you will not see that. But those are the questions I got from Instagram. Let me jump over here to the comments and see what I have from you guys. Oh, Casey's been answering all these questions. If you are looking for a cheap ring light that clips right to your laptop, I have everything I use linked down below in the description box. You hear me say that at the beginning of every video. Everything I use. I try to be as transparent as possible because the whole point of me sharing that is to say, hey, if a girl from Ohio can do it, you all can do it. I almost said y'all, but I didn't want to go there. You all can do it. Let's see what we have here. Can you leave the money in your PayPal account and let it accumulate and transfer to your bank? Yes. Southern Millennial asked a great question. Did you also know you can set up free checking accounts? They're called goal accounts on PayPal. I was driving myself crazy. I was trying to find a place to make savings accounts. I wanted our checking accounts to save for specific things. I wanted a car fund. I want a future travel fund. We just rescheduled our honeymoon, so I want to start making just funds. I want to start making little funds. I can put $5 into each little fund account. But everywhere I looked, it was like, you got to pay fees. You got to have a certain amount in there. You got to have a certain amount that's direct deposited from all these banks. Did you know you can go into paypal.com, make your account, then you can click on goals. If you want to know how to find it, just YouTube a tutorial. Guys, I have an account. I have a fund in there for future car. And if you know what happened in my personal life in the last 15 or less days, I had to just go out and put a down payment on a brand new car because the one we had is totaled in another state right now. But anyway, that's a whole other story for much later in life. But it helped so much just having free goal accounts. They don't advertise this as free checking. It is a goal account. So when I get paid from Outschool, let's say I get a $100 payment from a class. Great. I know $5 is going to go into car fund. $5 is going to go into self-care fund. $5 is going to go into rainy day fund. I have it set up so I can just tell it what to do, autopilot. So yes, you can have your money there. You can accumulate it. If I'm going to continue to be transparent, I have my PayPal set to transfer transfer a percentage of money into my checking on the off weeks from my brick and mortar teaching. So in my world, every Friday is payday. Every Friday is payday. And then on top of that, so every Friday I will either have brick and mortar PayPal. And then obviously there's a day where YouTube money comes into play. There's a day where my VIPKID money comes into play. Those are just extras. And I like having a certain Google Calendar. If you want to know all about my Google Calendar, I'll also link it down below because, guys, it is color-coded. Green is money. So I know, every Friday. The 7th every month is VIPKID, and the 21st every month is YouTube. If you have any of those questions, I can answer them. If you have those questions, I'm rambling. We're gonna wrap this up. But yes, you can set your PayPal to pay you any day, or you can have it set there so it accumulates 10 grand and then you move it into your account. It's whatever you want. Oh, Casey goes, let's give a thumbs up to the live. If you have not yet done so, I think we're at 10, 12. Can we get up to 15 or 16? All right, other questions. I did with VIPKID, finally pulled it. Wait, James, are you saying you are done with VIPKID? I'm not really sure what this means. I finally pulled it after 4 months. Let me know why. What was going on? What happened? Carlin, let me know if I'm saying your name right. Welcome. James has been in. Josh is from Dayton, which is literally an hour and 5 from my house. Candy Addicted. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Guys, I haven't gone live in so long. I'm not going to lie. I almost went live in the hospital, but I was strongly advised not to from people who are paid a lot of money to deal with the law. So we will talk about that ad nauseum when it's allowed to be talked about. How about that? That's what we're going to go with. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Candy Addicted. I use a $15 5-head lamp from Walmart. I think I had one of those in my college dorms. I love them. Let's see here. I keep all my VIPKID money in its own account. I don't touch it. It's awesome to see thousands of dollars I have saved over the months. I used to do that, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put it into my checking. I do have a separate account for taxes. I do that because my lovely mother is an accountant, and she let me know, hey, YouTube, VIPKID, Outschool, you're not being taxed right now, so you're going to start doing something called quarterly taxes. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that, being really dramatic. And then I learned, hey, you could, depending on your state, your income, your situation, you could be like, you can have fines or fees and pay more. So yes, now I do quarterly taxes, and I do set aside 25 to 30%. And I know that's a really high number because I write off a lot on my taxes. But at the end of the day, if I only have to give in 20%, I still have 10% that was there that I haven't touched that I can then put into my car fund. We're going to do our honeymoon 18 months after we've been married fund. That's probably what I'm going to call it, just out of spite. But it's okay. If having to reschedule a honeymoon is the worst of my worries this week, it's totally fine. Oh, let's see here. Hi from Dayton. Oh my gosh, we have many people here from Dayton. I don't know why I didn't know you guys before when I was literally like in Dayton every other weekend doing lives and teaching VIPKID from my brother's balcony. Seriously, that's what I did. Let's finish this. Transplanted from North Carolina. I put taxes aside too. Georgia Peach here. Candy, I have to tell you, I didn't really know what to think with people from the South because I'd heard like, yeah, they like to drive pickup trucks and, you know, whatever stereotypes I had been told my whole life that I'm now learning like everything you were once told as your childhood against other people is wrong. Whole other topic for a different day. I have to tell you, Candy, when I first met boys from Georgia, they were the kindest Southern gentlemen. I'm not used to people holding doors open for me or calling me ma'am or taking my coat or opening a car door. But I have to tell you, and this is me being honestly like, I learned this. I learned, hey, you were wrong to ever think these things. I learned it when I worked on ships, and I was out of Charleston, South Carolina, and these boys were just so nice. I am from Boston. I drive an F1. My own father drives a pickup truck, so when he did that, I was like, well, stereotypes are gone. They're gone for me. Definitely form your own opinions of people. Anyway, I am very liberal democratic. I voted for Hillary. Oh, you guys are great. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are people that my sister has never heard of, like Teacher Casey, who's in here with her little wrench answering all your questions. You guys have donated to my sister's GoFundMe. You have shared her story. It's got over 500 shares on it. And people she has never seen. People that you probably have only seen her face if you watched my wedding video, because my sister was my maid of honor. You guys are writing her messages. Every message you have sent me on Instagram, on my YouTube stories, community page, video comments, I'm sending them to the hospital every single day in screenshots. We've had to actually move them into a Google folder because I was like spamming my sister with kind words from strangers. Like, you guys don't even know. You guys are restoring my faith in humanity. And I say that 100% honest. Like, this year is horrible. I hate this year so much. So much is happening. But you guys are giving me faith. Like, hey, there are still good people in the world. There are people who will give to a stranger. There are people here who are watching these videos to collect AdSense knowing that I'm giving every penny to her and my brother-in-law, her husband. So thank you so much. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share it. Check out yesterday's video. I have a video that I have to edit today, and I'm either going to put it out Thursday or Friday. Let me know. What day do you want to see it? I'm literally just going to count up how you guys vote on this in the comments. Do you want to see a Thursday video or a Friday video this week? Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? Casey wrote, your sister rocks. And she came to our chat that time. I hope she feels better soon. Yeah, we're trying to keep her spirits up. She and my brother-in-law are both med students on that whole like 7-year med school track, which now is going to be a longer track. But I'm going to let her share her version of the story on this channel when she is able to, and it's information that we will put on the internet. Anyway, I'm going to head out of here. There's 25 people here. Thank you so much. If you want to see any other kind of live streams, I know we used to do VIPKID Frenzies as live streams. if you want to see that, definitely let me know. I'll do it before the school year starts, as we are kind of in limbo as classroom teachers. If you want to see more lives, if you want to see, behind the scenes income stream sort of things, let me know what you want, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.